What an annoying team to lose to. What an annoying team. And not just to make things worse, it has to be ELANGA, written in the stars, crazy. They've done the double over us. It's like the fifth time ever in their whole entire span of their existence where they've done the double over us. 5 times. Crazy, isn't it? I actually thought we was going to get something. I'm not even annoyed. The thing is, you're probably thinking, oh, I had lost, Man United lost. Oh, yeah, he's going to have blistering rage. Not going to happen. Anyways, before we do that, make sure you smash the like button. Make sure we do that subscriber stuff and all that good greatness that helps the channel push them out to wherever we need to be. Yeah, because you know what? I'm just going to have an honest review. I've pretty much got a lot of positives to take from that as a United fan. I look, oh, you're 14th, 15th. How are you positive? Why are you smiling? Why are you content? No, it's because we've been crap. Before you put that all in the comments, if you're a Forest fan watching this, you lot were shit. But the thing is, you got the job done. That's the difference. And you don't care. 3 points puts you further into Europe. That's all that matters, right? You played 120 minutes. Didn't have Chris Wood. We didn't have an Ahmad. You didn't have Hudson-Odoi. We didn't have whoever else. It doesn't matter how you want to picture it, label it, paint it. At the end of the day, we couldn't put nothing in the, in the back of the net. The 3 headers that we had, whether it's through Casemiro, both of them, the low looping ball, the licked, rebound, a Bruno Fernandes shot, Mason Mount shot, or even Bruno Fernandes's header. Literally, we did what we needed to do in terms of, maybe looking a little bit more grounded, looking a little bit more stable. Can't really knock a lot of the players, really. I can't believe I'm sitting here and saying Delo had a better game than Dorgu. Because with Dorgu, if we're going to be totally honest, that was an absolute generational stinker. That was horrendous. That was rubbish until the end of the game. That was absolutely woeful. The one side which you can pretty much rely on, you think, yeah, you know what? Probably the left-hand side today. Ola Aina come off, by the way. And you thought, oh, he's going to have a bit more space here. Williams, he's a lot more stronger than Williams. And then you got Williams blabbering to the referee and he's getting in Dorgu's head. He's playing way too passive. And even if you go onto the other side, right, it was the right-hand side that was creating a lot, really. Getting down the Moreno's side, good crosses from Delo for once. Can't really fault it. I thought the manager didn't do anything wrong. It's just we got hit on the counter-attack, and that's what happened pretty much for the rest of the game. They just shut up shop. They went to a disgusting little 5-4-1. Can't blame them, to be fair. It's their bread and butter. This is how Nottingham Forest play. And we all know one thing with Manchester United, and we're going to know this as Manchester United fans, is that we know when it comes to creativity, it's going to literally be scarce. If you're going to find a chance, especially against Forest, who've only conceded 10 goals at home all season, you better take your chances. Murillo, last-ditch challenge at the end from Maguire as well. You ride your luck, don't you? It's just not meant to be. I can't fault the effort from the players. I thought Yoro's really good, really composed. Nice couple last-ditch. Well, there was one last-ditch challenge, another one on the other side. Mazarawi was flawless, except maybe for, when it comes to the ELANGA stuff. Could he have went over? Maybe, but I'm looking at Garnacho there. I'm trying to get all the negatives out the way. Really, I'm not going to do 5 things that we learned. I think we learned quite a lot out of that game. I feel more confident going into certain other games that will play a little bit more expansive against us. Good to see Mason Mount back, decent cameo. But Garnacho, as much as this guy tries and tries, sometimes this man is too much of a tryhard. Shoots. He might be a fan of yours, but he's not a fan of mine. Oh, but look at ELANGA's development. Look at all of this. Oh, he's gonna be the next Cristiano Ronaldo. It's not happening, mate. It really isn't. He's just not that guy. Because when it comes to inside spaces, when it does come to sometimes it's shooting, he's just a volume guy. Gives away the ball numerous times, under pressure. I thought, oh, you know what? First 20 minutes, I thought he looked a little bit better, but go back to bad old habits, and that's what you get. That's what you get. You just get this skinny, twiggy little Argentine that thinks he's better than he is, and then that's what you get, right? I liked everyone else's performances pretty much. I even like Højlund's link-up play. How about that? I can't believe it. I thought Højlund was okay, but again, low block, not finding much space, didn't really get found, didn't really get used. Same thing with Zirkzee. He had to keep dropping deep a little bit just to find something on the ball. It's the same old story with Man United. You can't just sit here and think that, we're going to blast teams away ever. You do wonder what's going to happen. You got everyone that's against Amarim right now. Trying to find faults, nitpicking. Why are we playing this formation? Why is this player playing? You're boring. You're simply boring. And he's here to stay whether you like it or not. Long term, we'll have to see what happens. But credit to Nottingham Forest, they defended really well. That's you just got to give it up. They just defended really well. Don't think their midfield was all there. I think Yates rattled Bruno Fernandes. That was his job. Done the job. Dominguez, when he came on, put in a little bit of a solid cameo. Sharp shot with Sangare. And then Sosa comes on, takes up both their strikers. You lot watched the game, surely. You're not probably coming here thinking, oh, he's going to give us a breakdown of the game because I didn't watch it. Go watch the game. Go watch the highlights. We'll tell you everything you need to know, really. Nana, could he have done better? But for me, with Garnacho anyways, again, he's got to drag down the man. Take the yellow card. All day, every day. Even not even just him. Let's not even just put on him. Even Dorgu. Elanga's fast. He's rapid. Yeah, he's rapid. But Dorgu, you got to take the man out. You got to take his legs. Take the yellow. Do something. Take one for the team. Stop being so passive. Because all the time I saw this guy get on the ball, he kept giving it away. But I hope next one, I want to see a little bit better. He probably will never see this. But it doesn't matter. The message still stands. Get your act together. Yeah? Get a little bit more into the box because it's so much more dangerous, or he's so much more dangerous when he starts running in behind of the defender into the space. And the annoying part is we only started using the overlap, aka Garnacho, in the last 5 minutes. He done it twice, to my memory. Why not all the other times? Why did you cut in and shoot? Every time. Don't get me wrong. There was one bit that was nice from him on the left. I preferred him on the right. On the left, I thought he done Yates. He blocked it. Fair play. But someone has to be running beyond him. And every time Dorgu gets into the little areas where he's on the overlap, you've got to use that. You've got to use the momentum. But overall, again, I liked Man United's football today. In spaces, it's dross. But when you're playing against low block, that's what you're going to get. Don't expect madnesses. Because when they did try to come out against us in the first half a little bit, they got outplayed. As simple as that. Kept trying to get us on the break. We learned from our mistakes. I like the substitution. I think it was correct. There's no point having a Garte on the pitch if you're gonna, if they're going 5 at the back. Casemiro, what was that yellow? Wasn't needed. He was having such a good game as well. Can't fault Casemiro. On that head, as soon as he come off, our corners were absolutely flat. Simple as that. He's a goal threat. And that's what he adds. Sometimes the moments. But I'm not mad at losing at all. I'll be real. This is just the summary of our season. And we go on to the next one. We look forward to the Europa. But they've got to focus on City now. Because it's at Old Trafford. They're not going to sit back. They're not one of those teams. And they're missing Haaland. And you think Elanga's fast? Wait till you see Marmoush. Because there's another guy. It's another ball game with that kid. I swear. I say kid, he's a man. He's 25. I forget. And I'm pretty sure they're going to play Vitor Reis or Rico Lewis at right back. Got to expose that area. So he's got to be a little bit more confident. But I don't know about you guys. I need some of your comments. I need some of your thoughts. I might be a little bit too harsh. I thought Bruno, in some instances annoying. But again, I can't get onto him. I really can't. I can't get onto Nana. I can't get onto De Ligt. I'm not even. It's like I'm trying to scapegoat someone. This is the overall summary of being a Manchester United fan. Who is there to blame? I don't really have anyone. I'll be real. I just feel like you just got to be more clinical and take your chances. Nothing new. Nothing new, people. But yeah, smash the likes. Let me see what we can get to. Anyways, it'll be nice and interesting. I don't really do Manchester United reactions on here. I usually wait for my channel, but since I'm not doing that till June, and that's on hold, we can wait. So yeah, I just thought, you know what? We just couldn't destabilize a Wolfie. That's the main part. It's Wolfie. It's always going to be that guy. He does my head in, does my nut in, and he pretty much does you lot's head in as well, unless you're a Forest fan that watches his channel. But big up to a Forest. Milenkovic was all right. Murillo again, last ditch challenge done right. That Kai Morato done decent, very decent. Williams tenacious in his tackles. Again, I'm not really going to try to break it down because all it was a low block. It was all about securing the 3 points. It's shameless, but that's football, isn't it? You can't always have these weird styles that copying everybody else. And I like that about Nuno's team. It's as simple as that. He wants to do what he wants to do and believe in it. As long as you're winning, even though you're playing Jurassic, you really don't care. So We'll see what happens. I can't believe they've done a double over us this season. Anyways, people, smash the likes again. Appreciate all of you, to be fair. And yeah, we move on to the next one. We'll see what happens there.